welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here.
Wait, hold on. Hey, everybody. Today on Rahdo Runs Through, we're previewing a prototype.
No, this is a Shelfside review of this game.
No, stop it. You're all wrong, okay? This is an official Steamforged video where we're playing through Monster Hunter World Iceborne, the board game, and we're going to be playing against Rajang.
Rajang?
But together, as a team.
Okay.
This is the beast that stormed onto the battlefield in the last time we played.
Yes.
Wrecking havoc, right?
Yes,
is
he
that
was.
correct?
It's correct. He came in, sort of stole the glory, and then wandered off. This time we've chased him down, and it's his turn.
Why did we do that?
It
Because
seemed
he's
like
got these great big horns, and we want him to build something cool.
I remember
Correct.
now.
Correct. And, it seemed like a good idea at the time, so let's find out if it was. So where we are in this quest is that we've skipped through the gathering phase part of the quest. If you want to learn more about how the gathering phase of this game works, you can find that on other videos and articles we've published. But today we're just going to be going through and playing the hunting phase of this quest where we're going to fight Rajang. So I'm going to be playing as the sword and shield hunter.
Okay.
I think, Ashton, you're going to be playing...
Greatsword?
Greatsword, yes. Shay?
I've got the great bow.
Yep.
I have a couple of hatchets.
Yes, you must be the jewel blades.
Yeah.
Jewel blades. Okay. Cool. All right. So just as in every game of Monster Hunter World, we're going to be having the monster go first because the Rajang is going to set the pace of the engagement. Okay.
So what you're saying is in the encounter we didn't sneak up on him.
No. He definitely knows we're here.
Perfect.
For sure. Okay. So first, what we have from Rajang is a body slam. So we're going to get a little bit of a breather in this first one because he's going to attack before he moves, only at range 1. He's going to kind of like thunderously hit the floor because he's angry at us, and then he's going to stomp to the side. So he's going to look towards his targets. So the closest hunter, I think we're all equidistant from him right now, so it goes off threat value, which is that's me because I'm the highest threat. So he's going to look towards me because I'm the threatening target, and then he's going to step to his left. So he's going to step like that, face his target again, which is still facing forwards, and then step this way, and then sort of turn to face the end. So after that's completed, we then have 2 hunter turns, and we can play up to 3 cards in each of them. So what do we have in our starting hands? Anybody got anything they can jump across the board, do something cool?
Who is this, by the way?
This is the Great Sword Hunter. This is you.
That's me, okay.
So we're actually roughly where we are.
Got it.
Board.
I do have a clutch claw which will let me move 4 nodes towards a terrain
Yes.
node. So let's take a look at what everyone else has, but I could probably make some distance quickly.
I mean, you could also probably get the monster away, honestly. So if you took your free move forward, you could then go 1, 2, 3 with your clutch claw and be in range if you wanted to do that. So that's a really great first turn. I'm not super fast on this turn. I haven't got my clutch claw or anything else. It's great. So has anybody got anything speed?
I have Bone Breaker, but I'll probably do that later.
Yep. So you could get in by doing a free move and a bone breaker.
I've got some decent stuff that, and I attack at range for pretty much all of
Nice.
my stuff. So I think I can get in close enough anyway to attack him. Now this guy's got armor. Tell me about his armor.
Okay, so Rajang has he's got the weakest armor on his head, which is 2, but the rest of the armor is armor 3. This guy's a lot tougher than the Barioth that we fought the first time round. So he's got, you can hit his left and right claws, you can hit the tail, and you can hit the head. The thing to remember about Rajang is every time we hit him with an attack that doesn't deal a break token, he's going to get one of these rage tokens, which I moved.
So we need break tokens?
So you need to inflict break damage on him, or he's going to start getting angry.
I am not the best to go first then.
As soon as he gets 4 of these rage tokens on him, then all of his attacks have 1 fewer hunter. Like they're harder to dodge, they're higher agility, and they have 1 fewer hunter attack that we can play.
Holy
This is
cow.
unique to him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I might be the best person to go first because I can get just 1 movement.
Free
You
movement.
get a free movement.
Yep.
And then I've got this charge sidestep.
Sounds good.
So this is allowing me to move 1 space.
Yep.
Just in any direction. But then, so I'm going to move a little bit.
But since you're on ice, doesn't that penalize your movement?
It would if he was spending agility to move, because
Okay.
it's the
Oh, but
card.
that's- okay.
is bonus movement.
Okay.
If you're playing a card face down, that's an agility movement
Correct.
and not a card movement.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that I'm 2 spaces away, and this charge sidestep is going to give me extra damage,
Yep.
I'm going to play an arc shot, which is a range of 2.
Yep.
So, within range. It also ignores monster armor.
Excellent.
And it's going to get an extra damage for this. So I'm drawing 2 of my damage cards,
And it's got a breakdown in there on the bottom.
and it's got a breakdown there on the bottom.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
It's like I planned this, guys.
It
Good
is.
turn.
And then I'm going to have 1 more card play. We'll see how this gun goes first, though. So first attack, drawing 2 cards. Okay, that's a 1. And a 3.
Nice.
Pretty good.
So 4 damage.
What's
4
his health?
damage.
Okay, so he's got 80 health to start off with. So this is so whereas the Barioth is like the 3rd level monster from the core box,
No,
this
your
is
attack was still good.
this is the boss
good.
monster of the core box. It's good. Okay, so we got a break token on there. And it was 4 damage, was it? So
Yes.
down to 76.
All right.
And he gets rage now.
And he
he doesn't get rage.
Because
Right. Okay. Yeah.
He's broken. Now, I can play 1 more card. I don't have to.
Correct.
And what's his next attack? Because we can see a little bit of his upcoming attack.
Correct. So it's going to be a tail attack, and it's going to be targeting the closest hunter. So the moment you're getting close to the line.
Yeah, so I am the closest hunter, which is not good. I am a little bow girl. I'm going to die if I get even a sideways glance from this thing. So I don't think I should stick around. So I'm maybe thinking I could agility away, but I don't want to play too many cards.
Yeah, we have one more turn. Like,
true.
Oh, okay.
So I could just move up and attack.
Yeah, so which would put the great sword up here anyway.
Well, in that case, I'm going to put some more damage on him.
Go for it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I've got another arc shot, which could put another break. I think that's probably a good thing to do.
Limiting rage early
Yeah,
on is
yeah.
probably the best way to go.
Yeah, damage without rage.
Yeah. Also, if we manage to break the head as well, so during the monster's, only during its next turn, but all of its behaviors would have 3 less dodge. So the turn we break the head, the next attack is really easy to dodge.
All right, so yeah, putting in 2 break on the head seems like a good thing to start with.
Yep.
I'm going to do another arc shot then. Still range 2.
Yep.
But I'm only drawing 1 card this time because my sidestep only affected the next card I play.
Yep.
So just 1 card. That's 2 damage.
Yep. Still good. Okay.
A perfectly fine turn, I think.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a good
Absolutely. So if we're going to end your turn there, what we're going to do
Yes.
is follow the end of turn secret steps. So here you go from the top. Just
All
ignore
right.
the bottom one. That's all.
Gotcha. So the first thing we're doing is resolving a time card.
Okay.
After
so
everyone's turn. Well, this was easy. Just discard this card. Get out of here.
let's go.
You're supposed to rip it, right? Legacy game?
Yeah. Where's my shredder?
Not the prototype, though.
Please
Well,
don't. Not the prototype.
And then next up, I'm discarding 1 face-up attack card or 2 face-down cards if I had any face-down. I don't. So I'm just going to take one of these arc shots. Now, sometimes there's a reason you want to keep some cards versus others.
Specifically, if this number here has multiple in it. Like I had some cards with a stronger sword fighter that needed 2 other attack cards in my sequence, so that I could play those ability cards.
Got it.
So
I don't have anything like that right now, so I'm not worried about that. I'm just discarding a card. And then next up, I'm discarding any number of attack cards from my hand. So any garbage in here. You know what? I actually like these cards, so I think I'm going to hold on to them. And then we're drawing attack cards until I have 5 in my hands. I have 2, so 1, 2, 3 gets me back up to 5.
Sounds good. Okay, and the last thing we do is just turn your token
yes.
face down. Okay, then Ashton, you want to take a turn?
I think I have a crazy turn.
Okay,
Okay, so first I charge up.
sounds good.
So playing this doesn't count her as a maximum, right? So I still have 3 more cards I can play?
Correct.
Nice.
Okay. And then I'll have my default movement like
Yep.
that. And then I will play Bone Breaker, so I get to move.
Yep.
And attack, so that's 1 damage, and I add a break to it, right? Because this counts towards that.
Correct.
This is an attack card. Okay, so I flip.
Nice.
Yeah, so for Bone Breaker, add +1. In fact, do you damage break? Do you damage flip first?
Actually, I think it's better for me to move there so I can target the head.
So because you're in between arcs, then you
Yeah.
can target either the front or the side.
Okay,
So you
okay.
get where you are.
So I'll target the front.
Yep.
Okay, so I
Though
flip.
it might be better to be in this direction because he's doing a tail attack.
Right, of course.
Good thought.
Yeah.
All right, so flip. Okay, 3 damage.
Okay, so he's got
So
2
you
armor
got-
on the head.
So 1
Oh.
damage,
It's
but
one.
it's a break.
Yes, so
Okay.
you've got a break from this card, and you've got a break from the charge up as well. So we've got two breaks on
Where
there.
does it?
Just from the actual charge up.
Oh, from here. Okay.
What does he need
got
to
it,
break
okay.
his head?
So that's 2 breaks.
So he's got 5. So we need 1 more break token to break the head.
Okay.
Doing pretty well.
It's good.
Cool. Yeah, and then I have a Rising Slash, so it's
Which has a break.
Which has a break.
Isn't
Okay.
that last
thing.
card a red card?
Yeah. It's a
Oh, this is
finisher.
this is a finisher.
Oh, okay.
Right. I forgot about that.
Could you have done the
Okay,
Rising
okay.
Slash first?
But I don't get the move. That's
So if you got any of the cards, you can play face down to move that extra.
okay. So we will do some
Rewind it
cheeky
slightly.
doodle
Yeah.
rewinding.
And
Okay,
then put a
so-
face down card in there.
Yeah. Okay. So
That still works.
okay. Cool. So
Good catch.
You need
So
to
then
swap the
this-
other 2
this
cards,
needs to
but
switch over.
Yeah.
the
so
math
should I just
works
do this
out.
one now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's
So
fine.
I flip to.
Timey-wimey things will happen. It's fine.
Okay. So 4 damage.
Yep, which goes
with
down to
1 break.
which goes down to 2.
And he's got that final break.
Yes, he did. So we broke the head.
Yeah.
We still haven't put any rage tokens on, which is
Okay.
great.
Wait. Actually, if we rewind, this would get, this would get another break because it counts that.
That's correct. We
Yeah,
have already
so we've
broken.
already broken.
Already broken the
Yeah.
head. It's already gone.
so we're
Keep
okay.
smashing.
Okay, now,
He's already
that-
dead.
that's-
I
is-
was thinking the same thing.
that's
That's
my
great.
turn.
That's a
Okay.
great turn.
cool. And
was a
then I'll
really
just do
good
end of
turn.
turn.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so end of
the
turn sequence.
card.
It's just there. There you go.
Okay. So time card.
0.
Now, you do have another move, right? Because you spend a move to move into that position, but now you have a lasting move from that last card.
Well, he has to do the
But
move before the
it's
attack.
move before the
Move
attack.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't see it.
So I'll be greedy. Okay, threat shift. All players pass their hunter token to the player on the left. Okay, so it's kind of like the musical chairs thing.
There you go. That goes down to you. Goes down to the end.
And we
mine
just match
flips.
our previous.
Correct, so
so,
you'll-
so
so-
I'll flip mine.
Yeah, because
which
your
is
turn's
like-
just finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So white side is turn is done. Black side is turn's not done?
So this is, you're ready to take a turn. This is you've
Okay.
taken a turn.
Okay, so I'm on the
Oh, okay. All right, and I'll discard this.
Yep. I think we'll just keep the discard pile down there for now if you want to grab that one first. Before that was
Oh.
torn in half apparently off camera.
I'll discard this. I'll just put my discard here.
Yep, that's great. That
Okay.
slides down.
I'll keep this. Draw 4. That's my turn.
You got it. Okay, so that is our 2 Hunter turns. Just as a thought then, what I'm going to do is just check our track tokens. So we had some track tokens that we came out of the gathering phase with. These are like a random set of bonuses which represent what we've been learning about the monster along the way during the gathering phase. And they'll give us some one-use effects that we can spend during the hunting phase.
Ooh.
So what these are is, for one of our attacks, we can just add an extra break into it. That might be
Nice.
useful later.
Does that count as, if I don't have any break, for instance, does that count as a break alongside that attack?
Yes.
So that would prevent us from potentially adding anger.
Erased. Yeah, correct.
Nice.
Correct. So you can add just a break to an attack, even if it doesn't have break already. This is an entire extra player turn to a card.
Wow.
So that's going to be super useful for later on. This is an extra, so when you're trying to dodge a monster attack or move through spending agility, just add 1 to the total. And this is a free sharpen out of sequence. So if you're ever at a point where your damage deck has been completely used, normally you'd have to use a sharpen with whetstone to help you sharpen your weapon. This, you could just spend it during your turn and just get your damage deck back. But we only have each, that's a communal pool, we have each token once in this whole quest. So we'll have to use those sparingly. Okay, so now that we've done that, I think we're back onto Rajang's turn.
Yeah, and to clarify, the
Yes.
breaking means what exactly?
Okay, so what we've done here is we've broken the head. So it says here, during the monster's next turn, so the turn it's about to take, all of its behaviors, or whatever behaviors it does, are going to be at 3 less dodge. So they're going to be easier to dodge.
Got it, okay.
Because it's a little bit sort of stunned. In addition to that, if we were playing a full campaign, we'd be getting additional break rewards for having broken the head, like the horns that we mentioned earlier. We just
What we came here for.
Exactly. We got those already, so we just have those in our stash because we broke the head. So you get additional resources as well for breaking monster parts.
So this would be like the arena mode.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Yeah, so we're kind of like playing arena quest, as you said. But there's
They
still
make a
in-game
good,
effects
like,
for breaking
stone
body
club or
parts.
something. Yeah.
All right,
Absolutely. I don't know if I
goes.
can make a bow out of it.
We could figure it out.
Figure it out.
We'll make
There's
it work.
2 horns. We could share.
That's true.
Yeah.
Life finds a way.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the campaign mode, you would all get that broken part. So you would all, if the horns, we'd all get it on for our resources.
Oh, cool.
All right, so for the next Rajang behavior, we have a spin charge. So it's going to turn towards its closest target, which is going to be Ashton of the Greatsword. It's already facing you. It's going to step 3 to its right. So what that happens is you turn every time you do a node of movement. So it steps to the right. It's going to turn to face you. Step to the right again. Still facing this way. A step to the right again. Then turn to face you. Now this might actually take him out of range, which it probably does. It does, yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be a range 1 attack. So he's just going to sort of be angry and smash the floor, even though we haven't got any rage tokens on. He's just showing it through other means.
I get it, man.
Yep.
It's sometimes.
Bad morning.
It's just not going his way.
Migraines.
Yeah, I'm so jet lagged.
So this would have been a dodge 2 attack, so it wouldn't have been too bad for us to dodge, but if it had hit us, it would run 8 physical damage and a stun, so a good one to avoid. All right, so 3 player turns can go now, and each one of us can play up to 2 cards.
Okay.
So I am left to go, and I think Jesse is also left to go.
I am as well. I don't love my hand. I really don't love my hand. He's going to end up getting angry with me. So
Sure.
how many cards do I get to play?
So you can play 2.
Just 2?
2 at the moment. One of the other things that's worth noting for later in the fight, by the way, is if you break the tail, then one is the tail becomes unbroken again because you can keep breaking the tail in Rajang. But each time you break the tail, you remove all the rage tokens from him. So that's our
Nice.
get out of jail free card. Is breaking the tail.
Got it.
Okay. You want me to go, or do you have something good set up?
I think I need a minute to read my cards because I've been
Okay.
sort of sorting them out.
So I have Clutch Claw. Now, Clutch Claw isn't going to count towards the 2 cards that I can play in my
Correct, 'cause
sequence.
it's
So what this
discarded.
says, choose a monster or terrain node within range. Then discard this card to choose one of the following. Move up to 4 nodes towards the terrain, or you must move 3 nodes towards the monster and choose one body part of the area you're within. Draw 1 damage card and reduce the monster's armor by that amount until the end of your turn. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and discard this card. I can move 3 to get up to the side of him there.
Sure.
So if I go up and diagonal.
1, 2, and then 3.
Yep.
Yep.
That's going to put me either at his head or his side. Is that correct? Or is it?
Wood from here. There you go. You still get to there. So you
Okay. I want to reduce his side anyway.
Sure.
We've already hurt his head, so I
Yep.
might as well. Although his head is the most vulnerable location.
Correct.
So I might as well continue hitting that if I'm not breaking anything.
Exactly.
Okay. So we'll do the head. I'm going to reduce his armor there by 2.
Yep. So it goes to 0 armor. So you're going to do true damage for the rest of your turn.
That's very nice. So then I'm going to go ahead and start doing my attacks.
All right.
So I'm going to place down Burrow Dance, which is one of my upgraded cards here. I'll be drawing 2 damage cards. Then after resolving your time card, draw 3 cards from the attack deck. Place each card on the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So after this, next round I should have a fairly powerful attack potentially. So 1, 2, so 2 damage coming through.
Sure.
Then my second card here is going to be a double slash. This is going to be just a straight up 2.
Yep.
1, 2, so a total of 5 damage.
Okay.
And those are both my cards played down.
Okay, so we've got 2 rage tokens coming onto Rajang for that. 1, 2.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's going to happen eventually.
I was hoping I'd
Yeah.
get like 12 damage and you'd all be proud of me, but
We are
5
flips.
damage and 2 rage, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel...
We are proud of you. You know, you got a bit of an unlucky draw there on your damage deck.
So let me go ahead and grab
Time card?
time card.
There you go.
Up to 2 hunters may move up to 1 node each.
Oh.
Do
Would
you
like
need to
move?
get closer?
So with my turn, I've got an advancing slash where I can move 1 for free, and then that card has 2 movement on it to just get
Okay.
there. So I'm okay for that. So if you
Okay.
guys need to use it
Weirdly
defensively, that's
enough,
fine.
Yeah,
it
what's the
would
neg-
be useful for me to move
What's his
forward.
So
next attack?
he's going to target the furthest away hunter.
With the bow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I have an effect that's like stronger if I'm really close.
Sure.
So
Okay.
Just move forward.
yeah, I think I'm going to move forward. I am going to be behind you though because I am still cowardly.
Do you have any move that you need?
I'm okay. Yeah.
Alright.
The thing to bear in mind, as I was just saying, is the next behavior is going to target the furthest hunter away. So it's not
Sure.
going to be the closest hunter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Got
It
it.
should be Shea and I right now. If you
Yes,
move, yeah.
it would.
Well, no,
So
I'm furthest is this one, yeah.
So I'm about to.
He's
I'm
about to
about
do
to do
it.
this.
He's going to
Gotcha,
rush
gotcha.
forward.
So at the moment, what's going to happen is if I come in here, then you are both equidistant from the monster, and you've got the highest threat. So is that going to be okay for you, or is that a problem?
Do you want to move closer?
I have a thing that reduces my threat, I thought.
You do.
Oh,
it's
yes.
here.
I have a ghillie mantle, which can reduce my threat to 0. So if I feel like I'm in danger, then I can.
Where were you before?
I was here.
You want to move into here? This reduces your threat.
It could. I'm actually trying to get closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
plus threat only breaks ties. If you'd
Yeah.
still to be the furthest hunter away,
Okay.
you'd still go for it. All right. Well, I'm just going to go and do my attacks anyway.
Well,
so
let me finish this card
course.
here. I'm going to draw 3 cards from my attack deck and then
Yep.
place them in any order.
course.
So 3 cards are a 2, there they are, and a
was
2.
it the damage deck, the attack deck, or the damage deck? Was it-
Attack deck.
Attack deck, sorry. So would that be this?
the other
this
deck, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, then I'll reshuffle. The cards would be a lunging stab, a circle slash, or a bladed fangs. And this bladed fangs is going to go on top because it has a break token next to it.
Good call.
The other 2 I'm going to read. All right, now your turn.
All right, so I'm just going to carry on while you're sorting that stuff out, if that's all right. So I'm going to take my free move up here, and then I'm just going to put the monster health dial down for a second, and use advancing slash. So it also has a break on it. So it has 2 moves, 1, 2. I draw 1 damage card,
And I cleared a card from my tableau.
which does, you always do a minimum of 1 damage to the monster, even
Okay.
if you don't exceed its armor. So I do 1 damage. It does a break, so I'll hit its left-hand side. So it's going to be down here, so his left arm. Thank you. Which doesn't put a rage token on it.
Yeah, so we want to hit its tail so we can get rid of those rage tokens.
We do.
That's difficult.
So can
5
I,
is the mark
Yeah.
for the rage tokens.
So I don't have anything else with break on it, but what I can do is I could use the, I don't suppose it matters really, I can get the round slash to get start around behind him, but then I haven't got any more attacks to use breaks on anyway. So I might as well just hit him for damage, I think, at this point. So what I'm going to do is use Rising Cold. So this has a combo of 1, so I can only use it because I've had another card on my stamina board. It's going to be 2 damage cards. So before you draw a damage card, you can discard 1 additional card from your damage deck to double the first damage card result. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to discard this first one. This one doesn't matter. This next one is doubled in damage, so it becomes a 4.
Nice.
All right.
And the second one I still get, so I do
okay.
7,
There you go.
7 damage.
Okay, nice.
Decent. So he's got 3 armor in the side,
Right.
so it's going to be
4
4 damage.
And then I also did ice damage.
I was going to ask,
Yeah,
how does
right.
ice damage affect it?
Okay, so what happens when you do elemental damage is you have the elemental tokens over here for ice. That goes onto the monster's physiology card. You check its resistance. So if it has, say, 2-star resistance to that type, then you would need to put 2 tokens on to trigger it. You're kind of meeting the resistance level.
Sure.
Luckily, this guy is super weak to ice. So he's only got 1-star resistance. So as soon as that comes on, you've triggered elemental damage. You take the token back off. And this is just bonus damage that goes through its armor straight away. So 3 more damage onto
Nice.
it.
Lovely.
Good round.
Okay. Decent damage, actually. Okay, so you've got ice elemental damage in your deck as well, so that's going to help us
Yes.
really put damage
He's down to
through
like 22 health.
onto Rajang. He is
So
down
like 4 health?
close,
Yeah.
58. So we're getting there. Okay, so I can only, those are the only attack cards that I can do, so I think I'm going to end my turn there. So I'm going to draw a time card, which is going to be Wiggly Litchi. You can remove all of your attack cards from your stamina board if you want to. Sounds
All right,
good.
Yeah,
lovely.
perfect.
Great. Clear stamina board for me. think. And then cards in my hand, I'm going to keep them and then just draw 2 more. Okay, so we've done 2 player
You'll
turns.
technically flip your thing, and we'd all flip back over.
Correct. So we've all taken a turn. We're now all available to take a turn again. We've got 1 more that we can take. So who else here is useful? Who can put break on the tail, or otherwise?
I can't put break on the tail, but I
Yep.
can do a break and pretty strong attack if I go here.
Yep.
Now that'll be...
How much movement will it take to
So-
get to the tail?
So the monster's facing this way right now.
Yeah.
It's between this arc. So the rear arc, you would have to get to here or here to hit the tail
Okay. I could potentially hit the tail as well.
with break.
So what was it that you can do?
I can just do a strong attack.
Okay.
I'd be drawing like 4
You
cards
just
and do a
move
break.
forward for this attack, right?
Yeah.
Do that.
Oh yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure, go for it.
So I'm going to put some sleep coating
Yep.
on an attack. So this doesn't do anything itself, but I will get a stronger attack on the next card I play, which will be... Oh, and I'm going to do my basic movements to go right there.
Yep.
And then I've got a charged shot. Normally does 2. If I'm within range 1 of my opponent, I get an extra card, plus an extra card from the sleep coating. So I'm going to draw 4 cards on this.
Nice.
It also does a break, and it puts down sleep. But I think this one's immune to sleep.
Yeah, Rajang is immune to
Okay,
sleep.
so X is immune. Okay.
So the sleep part of the coating is not doing its weight, but everything else is
Yep.
hitting like gangbusters.
Extra
So
damage and break.
4 cards and a break. Please don't be all ones. That's a 2, a 1, a 2, and a 1. So we're looking at 4, 6.
Okay, he's got 3 armor on his side, so that does 3 damage. He's down to 55. We've put a break on his right arm, so we're spreading out the break tokens, which means we're still not putting much rage onto there. Okay.
Now,
I
it's
did
2
just realize,
cards.
sorry, I made a mistake before. We are on 3 rage tokens because my second attack didn't do break. So we're close. We're close to him being super angry.
So we only can do 2 cards for this attack. So I'm done. So can you give me a time card?
Absolutely. There we go.
All right. Brief respite. I may discard 1 additional attack card from any slot on your standard board. That's fantastic.
Get 2 cards off.
Yeah. Let's pull these 2. I was actually getting worried about how many cards I had on my stamina
Yes,
board, so
that's
that's
fair.
really, really good for
No,
me.
for good. That's good timing.
Yeah.
All right, and did you want to draw back up? You got a hand of 5 still?
Yeah, I think I wanted to discard this regular shot. It just seemed kind of boring. And I don't want to stay that close to my opponent, so I'm discarding the other charged shot I had in my hand.
That's fair. The monster's going to come for you next
4.
turn, Ashton. By the way.
Okay.
Just so you're ready for this. It's
Gotcha.
going to go for the
Regular
furthest away hunter. We're all super close.
Right.
So,
Okay.
And apparently standing still, because vision may be based on movement. It isn't. It's based on the furthest target right now. So let's do the monster's next behavior, because you're finished, right?
I'm finished. Oh, and I was basically the first person to go in this
This
round.
sequence.
You were.
Yeah.
Okay, before the monster goes, can I just say I discarded this? Because it says you can discard at the end of your turn.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, of
sure.
course.
That's fine. Yeah. And then everything else slides down. Okay, so punching charge. So it's going to turn to face, which it already is. It's going to start moving towards you. As he moves, I'm just going to have to do a little bit here. As he moves onto the node where I am on, I get pushed off.
Okay.
So I can get pushed into any of the nodes in the front of his arc. It's coming at you, so I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to step out of the way.
Okay. You take
I-
damage for that?
No, I just get moved
Oh,
out of
okay.
it. So I'll push out the path while you roll out of the way or something
Yeah,
like that. So it's got, what has it got? 4 movement to make. So that's 1. 2, you'll do the same thing. So you get
Okay.
pushed here, here, here. It's going to follow you wherever you go.
All right. Just go here for fun, hide in the bushes.
Yep. And then, so number 3, same again. This time it's here, here, or here.
Didn't hide well enough.
Let's go here.
And then 1 more, push there. So you're going to have to go
Yeah.
here.
This is
rude.
one of the
Yeah.
things that I really like about this, like this version of a boss battler, like the Monster Hunter World version, is because you all have this shifting movement.
Yep.
It creates a really dynamic board. Whereas
Yeah.
a lot of boss battlers have much more of a static. You get up and you start beating on each other, and they use things like terrain or resources or items around the board to be the reason why you move.
Sure, sure.
I like the fact that he can just bully you through.
Yeah, he just will keep pursuing you
Yeah.
once he's got, once he's got to you, doesn't mean he's going to stop. Or so it just carries on going through.
Okay, what's the damage?
Okay, so it's only range 1, so it's only going to hit you. It's going to be 5 dodge if you can dodge it, and it's 9 physical damage. So,
Right, okay, so I don't have any built-in dodge.
but you do have 3 built-in armor. So if you
Okay.
just took it on your armor, you would only take 6 damage.
Which would still keep me alive, which is not bad.
Just 75% of your health. Come
The
on.
most
Okay.
important point is the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Okay.
So I dropped the 2.
Good call. Sure. All right. So then he's done. So it's back to us. We can take 2 hunter turns, and we can each play 2 attack cards.
Okay.
Okay. So it's
200
anybody.
turns.
and
Is
2
anyone
attack
in an advantageous
I
position?
mean, what do you like? Because you're stood right in front of him.
Yeah, I have. We can play 2 cards, right? This round.
Yes.
Okay, I have 2 breaks, 2 attacks with each with a break.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yep. That's good. Because the next rage token, he's going to get angry.
Okay, and then I can attack his head.
Yep.
So now since we've put break on his head, can we put any more? Or
You can keep making break attacks. You won't add break tokens, but for the purposes of stopping rage tokens,
Okay.
that'll still work.
And as at least armor, right? The 2?
Correct.
In the head.
Correct. So
Okay.
if you're not doing break attacks, you might as well hit the head for damage.
Okay, then I'll do my turn. So I have a rising slash. So that's 2 card flips
Yep.
with a break.
And you hit in the head, right?
In the head, yeah. So, a 3 and a 3. Okay.
Nice.
Whoa.
That's
Nice.
good. So 4 damage goes
with
through.
the break. Break doesn't go on because you already.
Correct, but we don't get a rage token.
Okay, and then my next one, Bone Breaker. So it has 1 break because I have 2 breaks, but it doesn't matter.
Yep.
And then I flip 1. Another 3. Wow. Okay.
Oh boy.
It's going to be down to 50 health.
Yeah,
So,
so
we're
that's-
nearly halfway.
That's the thing. How many 3s are in this deck?
Well, so you can actually check
How many
that.
have
So-
you drawn?
Okay, 6.
That many.
So
Yeah.
the weapon
4,
that you have
yeah.
will tell you the contents of your
Okay,
damage deck.
So I have 2 more 3s in here. Okay.
Yeah.
I apparently have. Is that? Do I have 8 2s. I thought it was 2 8s, and I was like, I need to find that.
No, you have 8 twos. So the dual blades are kind of like death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
often
I can do
draw-
a lot of small damage, but I need to draw
yeah.
a lot of cards.
You'll often draw a lot of damage cards, but each one of them is not going to be super high.
Okay, what's its health right now?
50.
50.
So we've
okay.
taken 30 off it. It's got 50 left to go.
Got it. Okay,
Alright.
and this means its next attack has to do with the head?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
so I'm thinking moving out with my free move. Would that be good?
Yeah, so it's going to be targeting the closest hunter. So
Yeah.
we've got another one of us to go next. I was figuring I would step in because I've got a fairly clear stamina board and 4
Okay,
health right
yeah.
now. So you could step backwards if you want.
Sure, yeah.
Sounds good.
And then I have to draw back up. Oh,
Time
sorry,
card.
I time card first. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, tactical shift. Up to 2 hunters may move up to 1 node each. So
Yeah.
same thing as
So
before.
I mean, I might step forward, and then maybe you
Yeah,
step
yeah.
away if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So maybe this way, perhaps.
That's good.
All right. This go over here,
Discard.
and then the rest of your steps for finishing the turn.
Discard a
down
card.
there. Yep. You can discard any number of cards from your hand if you don't want any,
Discard
and then
this
draw
'cause
back.
stun is useless right now.
It's correct. Yeah. It's one of the few monsters in the game that's totally immune to stun.
Okay, draw 3. That's my turn.
Okay, so that was going to be me next, wasn't it? All right, so what have we got? We got Shield Bash, which we know it's not, stun's not good. We don't have any break at all. Okay, so it's going to get angry if I go. I still probably think it's good for damage,
Yeah.
but it's going to be annoyed. So what's going to happen is, from whilst it's got 4 rage tokens on it, all of its behaviors have 1 fewer card that we can play, and they're all 1 harder to dodge. So is this the time we're going for this, or does someone else want to try and come in first and keep it on 3 rage tokens? I think Jesse's the only other person that could go. Right
Yeah.
now. What do you like? Break wise, and it's fine if you don't have any break. We're just going for it. I think.
I have a break.
Okay.
But my death by 1,000 cuts does not elicit much damage. I'm happy to pop in. I can at least do a break, but I'm not able to do multiple cards
Sure.
or much damage.
That's fine. Well, I'll tell you what. I think what I'll do is it's fine. I'll still take the turn, and now hopefully if he's targeting the closest hunter, which is me, I'll take the brunt of his
Okay.
ire. Okay, so he's facing this way, so I'm going to take my free move here, and I'm going to play a. Where's he
I
going?
think I'm just holding my
Round
dual
slash.
blades in the back, being like,
Can't play round slash first.
guys, this is not the right fight for me.
I'm just gonna juggle these.
So I'm going to play a slinger shot because I can discard it after playing a sting on my stamina board because I want to keep my stamina board free to dodge as much as
Makes
possible.
sense.
It's not going to be much damage. It's just probably just going to be 1. Yeah, so it's got 1 damage because it's got 2 armor in its head still. And then we're going to play something a bit. Oh, that can come off straight away.
So ideally, you want to flip a 1 for this.
It's
Yeah.
true.
True, yeah.
Ideally, I would have done. Okay, and then so what I'm then going to play is a chop. So that's going to be 2 flips. It's going to be 2 damage. Still just 1 damage this time. Down to 48 health. But we have fully enraged Rajang at this point. Okay, so I can't play any more cards because it's 2.
You
at
could use
most.
that break token to keep him from becoming fully enraged.
So the first one, technically the first one would have done it
You,
because of the slinger shot.
you
So,
have a break token.
so because I did 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Either one of them is going to make it go full angry. All right, so I end my turn. Let's draw a time card. Sleep Toad. Okay, it's immune to sleep, so this can only be bad for me.
Oh,
so
no.
I wonder if 3 is going to try and make my hunter go to sleep. It doesn't. So the Sleep Toad hits the Rajang. Rajang's immune to sleep, so it just runs off into the distance.
It slammed 8 Red Bulls before this fight.
It definitely did.
So
Definitely did. All right, and then what else do I want to do? So I've got no cards on here to discard. I want to try and get
Thank you.
rid of low dodge cards, and then draw back up to 5, and hopefully get some higher dodge. That's a bit more helpful. Okay, so and then my token goes face down. Rajang's turn, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so now we're in fully enrage mode, well, rage token mode anyway. And it's going to be a cannonball. All right, so this is a wind-up attack. So one of us is going to get to go first to try and either get out of the way or do something about it. Then it's going to move forward and do 10 physical damage. Now I have 4 armor, naturally. So if that hits me, we're probably okay because it won't take me out in one go. Yep. Is anything useful here for anybody to kind of just take like a recovery turn or something? Because I think I'm fine to just sit here and tank it.
I'm the least useful at anything at the moment.
Okay.
So, because for instance, I have these 2 beautiful cards in my hand.
They are great, but not
these
right
are
now.
amazing cards. Having
Yes.
both of them at the same time with a completely clear stamina board.
Yeah.
It's a feint card.
Yep.
They allow me to discard 2 attack cards from my stamina board. I currently have 1 attack card on my stamina board.
Yep. Our hunters are generally very athletic.
So-
We're doing
so-
pretty good at stamina control right
If
now.
you want me to go just to kind of dump stuff a bit.
Well,
So
someone
we-
has to go, right?
Someone
Yeah.
has to go. So there's other thing as well.
And you're the only
It's-
one left.
It's probably worth counting your damage decks up because
Am
we
I the
also.
only one left?
Well, Ashton, you got? Yeah. it
I'll
looks
go,
like,
yeah.
Oh, actually.
Oh, so I
Actually,
have
is
to
you.
go. I have to go.
So what's your damage deck looking like? Because you could also, if you don't want to play attack cards, you could spend the turn sharpening your weapon.
But if I, it's a full turn, right, where I can discard afterwards, or
So,
no?
so this works differently to how it does in World. It's
I
just,
mean
it's
this.
One of the say again.
If
sorry?
I go, I could discard down my hand.
You can,
Okay.
yes. So whetstones now, they go onto your stamina board like any regular attack card. You still take one of your slots up. You then finish your turn with it there. At the start of your next turn, if you haven't been damaged by the monster, then at the start of your next turn, you sharpen your deck immediately. If you are damaged by a monster whilst it's there, it gets discarded because you've kind of had your animation interrupted.
It's 1 card.
It is 1 card for whetstoning.
No, I mean the
Oh,
amount
it's-
that I can play.
You can play 2.
I can play
no,
two.
No, it's
you're
one.
right, sorry. It's
One. Okay.
One card. My
So
bad.
let me go ahead and play this. The only good card I have in my hand,
Sure.
and then I'm going to discard down my entire deck.
Sounds good.
Basically. So I'm going to play down a lunging stab. I can move 2.
Yep.
I'm hitting with 2 cards, but I'll draw 1 extra damage if this is the first attack card I played this turn.
Nice. Do you want to be here to hit the head or here to hit the side?
I'd like to hit his in the snow where I'm less malleable. I could also move 1, can't I? Just naturally.
Afterwards, yeah. Or before.
Could I get to the tail if I moved 1?
So if you move 1, 1, 2, yes, you could.
Let me do that.
Okay, so 1 free movement, and then
Yep.
was it a lunging stab?
Lunge forward, just so I'm in position potentially next turn to,
Sure.
to get some from behind him. So it's going to be 3 cards.
Yep.
2, and a 1. So
So do 2 damage after armor.
2 damage minus the 3 armor. Not the best, but I am going to discard this feint card because this isn't counted as playing a card,
Correct.
which lets me go ahead and just completely clear my board.
It does.
And my entire hand's going down
All right.
into the pile.
So
Let's try.
It be
again.
like that sometimes.
that's that. So you've got a time card for your end of your turn. I can read that for you if you'd like.
Okay.
So it's another sleep toad. We've hit 2 in a row. So.
If I fall asleep, I think we found where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so luckily you can dodge it. So it's got a dodge value of 1. This is one of the things again that's different to
Okay.
World, is that you can dodge negative effects on.
So
attack
this is
cards.
technically before you've discarded your hand,
That's correct.
right? Yeah. So with the cards that you had,
Yep. So that's fine.
Good
Yeah, you're
call on that. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. So then you do the rest of your finished turn sequence.
I was like, playing the wrong order doesn't matter.
yeah.
And then, RTFM shows up. And, Shay's like, actually.
I think you'll find.
Yeah. Only I had the glasses to
Yeah,
push
yeah.
up.
So now I still get the chance to clear this card, though.
Correct. Because you regular end of turn sequence.
Okay, so
All right.
same difference. It didn't matter. Quackalope prevails again.
But it could have.
What?
But it
No,
could
no,
have.
it certainly could have. It certainly could have.
All
I
right.
love those are my favorite comments. You got this rule as I was typing it. I realized you either caught or it didn't matter.
Yeah.
People
So-
are live tweeting their
Yeah.
thoughts while
Yeah.
watching a recorded video.
Yep.
So, if you're doing your end of turn sequence stuff, so your hunter token goes face
Cycle
down.
got rid.
which
This has
means
to
they
flip,
all
which means we're all
go face
resetting.
back up again.
I think we're good to go.
Excellent. Okay, so now it's the rest of this cannonball card because that was just the one behavior beforehand.
Now,
So
guys, pay attention to some of the abilities you have here. I keep having to remind
True.
myself.
Yeah.
Some of them are very nice, but most of mine are one use. So,
Yeah. So I have one that I'm probably about to use, which
Okay.
is Constitution. So once per quest, when this hunter successfully dodges a monster attack, I discard the card instead of placing him on my stamina board, which is probably going to be useful right now because he's going to attack the closest hunter. I have a higher threat than Jesse, so he's going to come after me. Okay, So with Cannonball, it's going to move 3
I'm making a
towards
real grimacing face, though. I want to acknowledge that.
Or just really trying to taunt him.
I'm trying.
So I'm trying to think of how I can avoid it going after you. So I think if I go in a straight line, this might be best, because it'll just basically flip around.
Yeah.
So 1, and then 2, and then it's going to go into the corner, because there's no nodes over here I can go to. I can roll to any of the adjacent nodes, so I'm going to take it this way, roll under its legs, get it away from you.
Nice.
So it doesn't hit you as well.
Cool.
So it's only going to attack in its front arc, so just me
Okay.
at range 2. There's no one else in range. It's damage 10, so I can actually tank it if I want to, but I can discard the cards just to avoid the damage. So I think I might do that. So chop, backstep, and then a slinger shot.
How much is that dodge value?
5. Oh, hang on, it's enraged, isn't it? So it's 6. Good catch. Oh, I might. You know what? No, I'm just going to tank the damage after.
That
all.
wasn't a catch, just a genuine
No, it's
question.
good. It was. It was a
Take
catch.
the W.
Yeah. I'm just going to take the damage. So 10 damage goes down to 6. So I have 2 left. All right. But I'm alive. Okay. Or awake, rather. So so now he's enraged. We have fewer cards that we can play. So it's one person gets to go. They can only play 1 card at this point. So it's going to serve us really well if we can get around there and break that tail, which is not showing to anybody right now.
Yep.
Well, hold on now. Can't it?
Couldn't I hit the tail?
It's so
Oh,
you'd have
I
to be
see.
here. So he's actually
okay.
so actually that was maybe it wasn't the best idea to go that way. But at least he didn't hit you.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be a sharpening turn for someone, right?
That's fair. Okay. So who is kind of in a good place to sharpen? So
I have
I'm about halfway through my damage deck.
4 left.
I know that my next
I'm
cards are
only-
really good, so I
Okay.
don't want to.
I've only got about 4 cards left.
Yeah.
I could do
Yep.
a sharpen without a problem, because my
Yeah.
next cards in
Yeah.
my hand are sequences of like three draw each.
Sure,
Go
sure.
for it. Yeah.
Does that work for everyone?
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm
yep.
okay with that.
So sharpen is going to be a single card play, and this is one of the changes that I actually really like. Both with drinking potions, getting stamina, sharpening goes down into my tableau, and the card says discard this card if your hunter takes any damage, which means it gets interrupted. At the start of your next turn, discard this card and reshuffle your discarded damage cards into your damage deck.
Yep.
So it actually takes a full sequence for this to trigger.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is that
Cool.
the only way to get your damage cards back into your deck, or is it?
There are some class specific ways. So for example, there is like the heavy bowguns. The light and heavy bowguns have a card called
They
reload.
can reload, yeah,
which
sure.
gets you sharpened just whenever you want. And there's also this track token we found, which is an automatic sharpen as well.
But in general, if you run out of cards, you don't take them back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
It's quite a sort of a key foundational point of how the video game works as well. Is you have to
You
constantly
have to back
sharpen your
off.
weapon.
You
'cause
have
these-
to,
yeah.
reset a little bit. Most of the creatures, especially when you get to the higher levels, you
Yep.
can't just manhandle them the whole way.
Yeah, yeah. There's going to be a point at which they're trying to come at you, but when you're just like in the corner going, just please don't. I'm not finished yet. Just let me whetstone this thing. Okay. So you were taking a turn to sharpen and stuff, right?
I took a turn to sharpen,
Okay.
so I'm going to flip.
Yep. So we need a time card for
Time
you,
card.
which is Clutch Expert. That's a good one.
Search your discard or draw pile for the clutch claw attack card and add it to your hand. This is the beautiful little pull yourself close. I already used this though, right? So it's in my discard pile.
Uh-huh.
So this is what is representing the ability to like chain grab and pull yourself to the face of a
Correct.
creature.
Correct.
This is actually, you'll see in the future. This is a really nice card to have with this hand.
It's
For
okay.
the first
Good.
time in this
Good.
game,
Oh, we
I'm
could be
very
ready.
happy with my build.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So is there anything else you're doing at the end of your turn, or you're kind of done?
This stays on.
Yep.
I'm not discarding down.
Yep.
So that's it.
Yep, that's correct. There's another point as well, is that at the end of your turn, when you discard cards from your board, it's you may. So when you've got like whetstones, etc., you don't just have to get rid of them. Whereas in World, you would. All right, so you took your turn. There was only one player turn to go, so we're straight on to the monster again. We're not quite at half health yet. We're soon to be hitting this enrage deck as well. So we're going to be double angry. Okay, so the next monster behavior is going to target the furthest hunter. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So it's going to be.
That's a problem.
That might be a bit of a problem.
I should have moved
So that-
because
You have a free move.
we had that information.
We do have that information. It's right there.
So if I'm able to get slightly closer, I should have, because they
Can
will
you,
interrupt my whetstone.
if you get targeted by an attack, what are you looking like? Are you able
I mean, I can dodge it probably. Yeah, probably. Maybe. Maybe.
That's fine. Should we find out?
Yeah, let's find out.
Okay. Right. So you took a free move. It's going to go after Shea.
Yeah. I
So-
have the highest threat.
Grabbing leap is jumping straight towards you. It's going to turn towards you. So it still does its movement effectively. So it's going to. We can have it move this way, but we'll just have it move this way, so it's easier. 1, 2,
you just need to
3.
whistle and
You get
stroll
pushed back.
forward a little bit. You're like, what are you?
So you're going to get pushed back twice. So the first time you get pushed back, there.
Well.
Sure. Okay. like that. Okay, it's my bush now. All right, and it's going to hit you, only you, for 8 damage, dodge 5. If it hits you, it stuns you, which would mean that you would play, if you take damage, you would take a card from your hand and place it face down on your stamina board.
Yeah.
If you don't dodge it.
So if to dodge it, I would need to play 5. Like basically, I have cards to dodge it because I've got a 2, a 2, and a 1.
Yep.
So I could throw these down, and then my board is completely full.
Yes, that's true. However, because it's enraged, it's dodge 6.
Okay, cool. Then I don't need to worry about that because I can't dodge it.
Can't do it.
Excellent. Okay.
That's fine. I'm gonna take the damage.
Yeah.
I do have a little bit of armor.
You do have a little bit of armor.
I have a bow. It's not good armor.
Yeah,
Okay,
but it only does
but
8
it's
damage.
enough.
Oh, yeah, so 8
you're good.
damage. You're right, that's true. You're going to take 6 damage.
Yeah.
And then,
You're alive.
but it stuns you, so you still take one of those cards at your choice, put it face down.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Here, this is actually great for me.
Okay.
Because I have these direwolf greaves, at the end of my hunter's turn, if I have 3 or less health, I can remove a face-up attack card from my stamina board.
Excellent.
So
Okay.
now, so this is the
Good.
position I wanted to be in.
Okay.
I just need to never get hit again.
don't get hit.
Now,
Again,
now you're in hero mode.
Because yeah, now I can just clear my board so much faster.
I call
good.
it panicking, but hero mode's nice as well. Yeah.
I'm trying to look cool, okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna throw down one of these regular shots. So that's that.
All right, so who's left to take turns? I think it's just Jesse that's gone, so it's the rest of the 3 of us. Okay, so 2 of us can go, and we can put 3 cards. So
What's it attacking next?
it's going to be,
So go to the rage deck.
correct, it's going to be on the enrage deck, so it's going to be the closest hunter it's going to go after.
Okay.
And that's
You
just to be
do
clear
not
on
want
that.
to be there.
I don't. You're right. But I am in a position where I can get to the tail and really mess it up.
Nice.
So I
Yeah.
Do that.
If you could do 2
Yeah.
move and go 1-2, you can get round, or 1-2. That'll work.
So I do need to do 2 move though, because in order to get, I have to be.
You have to be in one of these 3 nodes here to be in the back arc.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, you can play 3 cards, but you only have 2 slots.
I know. That's
Yeah.
what I was
'Cause
thinking.
I'm in the
yeah.
same position, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to go right now.
That's
yeah.
fair.
I'm just trying to think because I can put 2 break on that tail.
That's pretty good, to be fair.
So
That's pretty good.
yeah, I'm
If you
gonna
got a
do.
chance to do that.
I'm gonna do some poison coating
Okay.
Okay.
and then dragon piercer. So this is gonna give. Oh, this is movement backwards.
It is. It is. So, hang on. No, that won't work. Yeah, we need,
Wait,
to,
if
we
I-
need to get 2 movement on you.
If I move this way first,
Yeah.
what is movement backwards away? Can I?
You have to increase the number of nodes between you and the target, so this wouldn't be classed as away.
Okay. Well then, I could go here as the first one, and then I could go here.
Yeah, but the back arc is like...
So I'm not gonna hit the tail.
No.
But I am still gonna do a lot of damage
And put some break on.
and put 2 break on the creature and 1 poison. Does poison
Yeah.
affect it?
It is not immune to poison, so yeah, you can poison it.
Okay. So this is not. It's not amazing, but it's still doing some
it's
work.
still damage,
And
like-
I'm not adjacent to it, so someone else could go up there.
That is fair. Please, someone else go up there.
Now, okay, hold on. I would get an extra card, but I only have 3 cards.
Okay, so what happens in this instance, if we're still going through this, is you draw as many cards as you can,
Yeah.
and that's the damage you do, and then no more.
I'm wondering then if I shouldn't
I
just.
can definitely get close to him. I've got the clutch claw in my hand if we wanted.
But you're I know
Oh,
you're
I've already
you're
gone.
primed
Yeah,
and ready
yeah,
to go,
yeah.
but you're like wait for my turn. Come on, nearly there. We need to go with Death 3 first before we can get to you.
Yeah. It's just.
We kind of just need to prevent
this
Rajang
might not
hitting
be
you.
the best sequence for you.
I
You're
know.
not-
I
You're not
think
doing
you're-
the break
I think
on the
you're right.
tail.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't play 3 cards.
I think if me and Ashton go, then
Yeah.
hopefully we can try and taunt Rajang away from you. And if we can do that, then you'll just be facing away from you, and you can just shoot him.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. So,
Alright.
so we're rewinding.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
So, well, I was thinking I can just move, and then I have a card that moves me there,
Yep.
and then I attack for. Actually, it is 5, but since I only have 4 left in my deck, it's 4 cards.
Okay.
But I don't have breaks.
Sure.
Is that okay?
I mean, so it's already
already
raged,
raged,
so it's
yeah.
okay.
There's not another threshold. This
Uh,
is just.
that- yeah,
this-
it's already
okay,
there.
Then yeah, I guess we'll do it. So yeah, I have the free move.
Yep.
And I'll play tackle, which
Sure.
gets me to move again.
Yep.
Yeah, and then that's build an attack. So I flip. This is attacking the tail,
Uh-huh.
I believe.
Yeah, it
Just 3 armor. Okay, so it does 1 damage.
It does?
Yeah. Okay, and then I finish with the true charge slash.
Nice.
So
That's
it's
a good
4. Yeah.
Ooh.
But I only have 3 cards. So
Oh,
Sure,
okay.
sure.
Yeah. So 2. I know I have at least 1 3 in here.
Yep.
2 and a 3.
There
okay.
it is.
Nice.
Okay, so you got
7
4 damage
4 damage.
after armor. Okay. Awesome. So that's the end of your turn?
Yep. So I clear one of these.
So time card. So the monster sleeps. Remove one broken break token from each part of the monster that isn't broken. The monster recovers 5 health. Okay.
Get out of here.
Okay.
So I know that one of our classes has the ability to redo the time card. Do you want to use it on that?
So once per quest, after resolving a time card, you can shuffle it back into the time
That's
card.
put a card back
back,
in that we
okay.
like.
Okay.
No, so not that one.
Okay. Oh, so it resolves it. That one
It still
resolves.
resolves.
Okay.
Yeah.
I read it wrong
Yeah.
last time. Okay.
Yeah, let's shuffle that one back in.
We want a challenge.
Okay, so right, yeah, the rest of your
yeah,
turn
I'll
sequence.
figure out.
Was that the ability you were thinking of?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That is my turn.
I didn't know if Shea had some like secret ability he wasn't talking about.
No. Oh yeah,
I could cancel that.
I'm a big fan of the prestige,
you have that in your hand?
so I just want to reveal
Yeah.
it at the
I would
right
recommend
moment.
keeping that.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, it's really good. So if you've got something else you can get rid of instead, I would recommend keeping that.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So I was just having a look at this before. Our plan was to draw the monster away from you, but then I realize you have the highest threat now because it all shifted around.
But I do have the Gilly Mantle. It can go down to 0.
Okay. So,
So-
but that's during your turn. So you might need to take a turn just to kind of put that on, which will mean the
It's-
monster doesn't go for you.
I have to activate this on my turn.
So all of the what they don't say,
Oh,
they don't say specifically.
It's like a
you know
card
what?
play.
You know what? I'm going to say it doesn't say specifically. So I'm going to say because it's a prototype that yeah, sure, we can do that when you want. So not a problem. Okay. On the fly rulings. There you go. I can do that. It's my game.
I would almost say
So-
that. I will say this as a player.
Yeah.
That makes sense with how some of these can trigger
Yes.
as well.
Yes. Because there's another one of these. This you've got over there. I think it's.
Yeah, mine is
one of
once
them.
per turn,
Yeah,
once
for
per
mine-
quest.
So for mine, oh no, that's not. It actually says during my turn. So never mind.
So
Yeah.
mine is
So
once
this-
per
so
quest.
it
When
ma-
this hunter is attacked by a monster, non-elemental attack, reduce the damage suffered by 3. So that would
Yeah.
clearly be an off-turn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same with Evasion Mantle as well,
Okay.
to be fair. So it should say, it doesn't say we can do it whenever we like. That's how rules written works. Okay. So it probably makes sense if I can take a turn, then how can I get
I don't know why
across?
people have a problem when I make that same judgment call. I don't get this.
I can do it. It's a privilege I have. Okay. All right.
Is your
So
name on the box?
I bought the game.
to be fair,
and I wrote it in Sharpie.
Yeah, I can put my name on a box.
so I'm going to move one up there. I need to get a little bit closer. Backstep is away from the monster, so I need to just spend something face down. Spend a chop. So I've got 1, and then you've got 2.
Honestly, owner sounds more prestigious than publisher anyway.
That's true.
Okay, so what we're going to do is...
Negative connotations. No, I owned this game. You just made it.
I always,
gonna
whenever we're
do-
playing cooperative games, I have a tendency of going onto the channel and very early on just telling the audience that cooperative games are easy and we've never lost one. Because we always lose them. But I do get about 6 or 7 people that comment almost immediately, "How dare you, try this one. You don't know what you're talking about." Thank you, Internet. Thank you.
Absolutely solid. So I did a slinger shot, which I can discard if I want to as soon as it's on my stamina board. I'm thinking about it because I want to play around /. So I think what I'm going to do is, yes, I will take it off. Okay, so then we're going to play a backstep. After placing this card on your stamina board, you may return 1 other attack card on your stamina board to your hand, which I'll take the chop back. And then we'll play the round /. Okay, so
Nice.
so 3 damage cards as a flip. 1, 2, literally 3 damage. Okay, so just the one that goes through. And that's going to have to end my turn. I can't do anything else. Okay, so a time card for me.
How are we doing on health? 44.
I'm yeah.
Okay, so
I
healed.
thought- being the selfish person I am, I looked at my health. I was like, I'm on 2. So threat shift.
We can visibly see you're not
Okay.
all right.
So this is going this way. Sorry, threat shift happened.
Thank
so
you,
it's-
thank you.
Yeah, it's coming down to me.
It's actually not a bad thing. You
It
won't need to
seems-
use that
Yes.
ghillie suit.
I
Seems good.
appreciate that, yeah.
Good timing. Okay, so and yeah, the rest of my end of turn sequence stuff. So one of these comes off.
I did the thing at the bull where I went,
No, please.
yeah. Attack them.
I am not the meat sack you're looking for.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look how skinny I am. You don't want this.
All right. So
Take great offense to that, by the way.
okay, so it's
Not
gonna
high.
so it's gonna be the monster to go next, I think. Unless we want to take that extra turn now, but it doesn't seem particularly like vital.
I don't think so.
Okay, so then we also need to remember this for breaking the tail as well. That's going to be useful
yeah.
for us later. Okay, so it's going to be a target closest. Who's the highest threat right now?
But I'm not closest.
You're not, so it's me.
You, yeah.
Okay, let's see how that works. So did we grab one from the wrong deck before? Is Oh no, it's actually just a first enrage card now, isn't it?
Just
That's it.
transferred, yeah.
Yeah. So this happens because either when you've gone through all of the regular base deck of the monster, or it's hit half health. So we've gone through all of its regular behaviors. So it's now got angry, even angrier with us.
So the game is telling us to hurry up.
Yeah.
Correct. You're taking too long to kill this monster. Okay, so uppercut. So it's going to turn one towards me, the target. It's going to step one forward, so I'm going to step one back because I don't think this is.
Go away from me, please.
I don't think this is going to matter. So it's going to hit once in the front for 11 damage.
Ooh.
Okay, with a dodge of 4. Can I dodge that? I can dodge that, so I'm definitely
Okay.
going to have to.
We still have this that gives you +1, right? On any dodge.
That's true, but I think I'm going to. No, I'm just going to use the cards I've got. So I'm going to dodge that because that would just take me out. Do I have break that's worth getting around it? I do. So what I'm going to use do that dodge is I'm going to, because when you dodge a monster attack, you can spend that agility to then move nodes on the game board, and we want to get around and break that tail. So I'm going to stand around here.
Nice.
So I'm ready to hit it there. Okay, so now up to 2 of us can take turns, which is
I'm the
gonna-
only one left, so
Yep.
that's
And
fine.
Plan worked.
Exactly,
How
yeah.
many cards on this?
3. So it's going to be, I think, Shea, and then you're ready to go, I think.
It's 3, but it's actually 2 because it's enraged.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. Until we can break the tail.
So I'm just going to do the thing that I was setting up to do
Yep.
before,
Yeah.
which is Poison Coating, Dragon Piercer.
Yep.
Nice.
This is a combo, but I got so many cards out. It's working just fine. I
Sure.
don't need to move back, and also
Yeah.
I
I don't think you
can't.
can.
you
It seems that
Yeah.
way, yeah. Although if I did my free move to go here,
Yep.
then moving here would be backwards, and it's still in the tail arc, right? Or
Sure.
it's on the edge?
It's because you're not increasing the number of nodes between you
Still
and the target.
2
So
away.
it'd be,
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, so I'll still move there.
Yep.
As with my free move.
Sure.
And I'm just not going to use the Dragon Piercer move. Picking up 4 cards. I only have 3.
Yep.
But it's going to get 2 break on it.
Good.
And we could theoretically put the
This one?
the
If
extra
we
one
save
on.
it, if we save it for
but-
one more person doing a tail attack, they then he can't get more rage, can he? It doesn't matter.
No, he's full right now. So,
So
this
either
would-
way, it doesn't matter either
So
way.
let's pop that
Let's
as
do
well.
it.
So
Well, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
3 break would be good.
it would. So 3 break onto the tail.
And I'm just pulling all of my cards to do 7 damage.
Nice. So 4 extra armor. So it's down to half health exactly.
Yeah. Now, the problem is, I am full.
You are.
I can't do.
And you
I'm,
need to sharpen.
I'm gonna need to sharpen.
Yep.
Would we be okay with me using the free sharpen?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was just
yeah.
gonna say. Yeah.
Do that.
All right.
So, I'm gonna shuffle this in a second. But first, let's do the time stuff. So,
Yep.
draw
You
a
also
time
got like
card.
a free. You
I-
said you can get a card.
Yes,
off your
I'm
board.
gonna grab. Yeah, destroy another card.
There you go. So poison cup.
Poison cup. Whoa.
Here's the die.
Roll a die. If my hunter doesn't dodge the poison cup 1 to 3, I suffer poison. Otherwise, put the poison on the enemy.
Why are you drinking it?
That's not going to be.
Listen, it's
What
tasty.
color was it?
It was bright purple, which is my favorite.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So that bright purple thing you ate.
Yeah.
That's going to go down here. What that's going to mean is at the end of your next turn, you're just going to take 2 damage, which is great because you're on 2 health. So that actually works out terribly.
Yeah.
So we'll work out what to do with that in a few minutes. time.
Is there a gentle way to heal or deal with said poison before that happens?
So the short answer is no.
Okay.
There is a hunter that can get your health back, but they're not in the 4 hunters that we're using right now. And the way the health potion is going to work is it would trigger at the start of your following turn. So it's not going to be there
Poison
entirely.
triggers at the start or the end of his next turn.
At the end of his next turn.
You got one more good turn in you.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
That's
then
a good
we
way to look
die.
at it.
Yeah, hey.
It's been great.
You know, like
All right.
a short life is sometimes a good life.
Exactly. I'm going to just take these 2 cards off because I get 1 for normal and then 1 for my Direwolf Greaves.
Yep.
And sliding everything down. And
Also, I
then-
don't know if they told you, but respawn's a thing.
Yes, when you respawn or when you faint
Yep.
in this, which is maybe gonna happen to me.
It might. We'll see.
Does that like clear the cards on my board or?
So no, it doesn't. So so this is where the rest of the fact that we haven't used many of our health and stamina potions might actually help us. So what happens when you faint is that your stamina board stays exactly as it is. You drop down to 1 health, and on your next full turn, you would just come back onto the game board and play exactly as you are. That said, whilst you're kind of off camera, being carted back to the battlefield again, you can take a health potion. Or a stamina potion, or even use a whetstone to sharpen your weapon, and that just automatically happens before you've come back to the table.
Got it. So I'm discarding the rest of my cards, drawing 5. Now I want to make sure we put the poison onto Rajang. It would have been great if I had rolled higher, because then it would
Correct.
be poisoned.
Yes.
You were trying to trick it.
I was.
You were going like, hey, this is
delicious.
Good. This is good stuff.
Oh, this actually is delicious.
Yeah.
And now I draw my feints. Would
Okay.
have been great. Anyway.
So that ends your turn.
end
there.
my turn.
All of them flip back up again. And now somebody who's been waiting for their turn for a while might be in a good place to go.
But I have too many things that I would like to do. That's the only issue.
If you do go first, don't forget your whetstone to sharpen your weapons.
So let's see here. So whetstone
Yep. Let's just pass that back over.
cycles here.
Yep.
Resharpens this guy. Some degree of shuffling. Now, I'm going to start with. I could actually hold on to my clutch claw, I think, because I just need to get to the face, and I'm 2 away from the face. So I'm going to start with a lunging stab. Jump 2, dealing 2,
You want
drawing.
to be here or?
I want to be right in front of him.
Okay. So this you can attack the front from here if you want, or you just be there for.
No,
the
I think
sake
I want to
of-
be there for the show.
Okay.
I'm going to be drawing 3 cards though because this has a extra to it.
Excellent.
I'm gonna draw my cards after I play another card. Drawing 3,
It's not how it works, but okay.
drawing 6, drawing 9.
I see.
That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted
Sure.
to, I wanted to draw all of them.
Cool.
Wow.
So I'm drawing 3 for this first card.
Yes. Okay.
1, 2, 3. That's 5.
Yep.
I thought you were
So-
calling your shots because
I
you
know.
you said 1 and then you drew a 1 and then 2.
I wish.
Yeah.
I don't have any 3s. Now you have to subtract the defense, which is why you said it's not how it works.
Right.
Yeah. Now my second attack.
Yep.
1, 2, 4, 6.
Okay, so it's taking 4 damage.
And my last one, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so it's taking 2 damage. Okay.
Wait. I should have done this.
Because you would reduce its armor.
Can I have had or no? Is it too late?
Go on.
I just remembered. So I clutch clawed
Yeah.
somewhere
Yep.
and then jumped and I would have reduced his armor by 1.
Okay, so
So
we
I
add
have 3
another
more
3
damage.
more. Okay, some math going on here. There we go. So we're down to 28 health.
I did it. I did
Yeah.
stuff.
Just trust me,
That's
we're down
what
to
I
28
wanted.
health. Okay, you're going to have to take my word for that. All right. So you
That's what my character is designed to do, for the record. Like, the entire build is designed to jump forward and attack with as many cards as possible. I'm down to needing to sharpen again.
You are.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
So
Yeah, same here.
you played all the possible cards you could, couldn't you? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Every bit.
Sound. So you wouldn't be able to take a whetstone this turn, is basically what I'm saying. But it's impressive to have just sharpen your weapon and go,
I need a time card.
you do. There you go. So it's just to keep hunting.
Discard this card. Okay.
Okay.
Pop that there.
And then the rest of your turn sequence.
And the rest of my turn sequence is going to let me clear something if I would like. So why not? I could discard down if I wanted. I'm pretty happy with the cards I have in my hand, so I'll draw back up. And were there any
Okay.
abilities or anything like that I wanted to do? I don't think so. Yeah, I do have the ability to reshuffle a time card, so if another good one comes out,
Sure.
keep
Sure.
that in mind. But okay.
All right. So that's all of our hunter turns gone. Just flip your hunter token face
Yep.
down, please. So we're on to another Rajang behavior card. So he's going to target the closest hunter, which is going to be Jesse.
Good.
Okay, good. The
And
highest
you're
threat.
the only one with full health.
I'm the only one that
so-
hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lightning beam. So it's going to be another wind-up attack. So there's something we can do about this beforehand, although not Jesse. So it's going to be one hunter can go and play 1 card, because it's going to be to a minimum of 1, and then it's going to be 10 thunder damage. Do any of these even have thunder resistance?
No.
No.
Okay, so this is going to take out whoever it hits.
Okay. Armor
okay.
doesn't do anything against it?
Against elemental attacks, it
Okay,
does not.
doesn't.
What's the
I-
avoid? How much to avoid?
It's dodge, because it's a raged, dodge 6.
I
Dodge
can.
6. I can dodge it.
We also have a bonus free dodge as
I'm
well.
just saying I can dodge it fine.
Okay, sure.
I can also put the last break on its tail.
That's going to be super useful. So you could do. Oh, so you could do that now.
Yeah.
Or
Because how many cards before it attacks? Just 1?
1.
I can do it in. Wait.
it's 1 break.
I can't do it in 1. I can't do it in 1 card. I need to play 2 because I've got another poison
Oh, okay,
and then
sure.
icicle. So
All right. Okay.
yeah.
I can
So-
I can avoid this though. If he targets me, I can still not get hit.
So do I have any break? Is the question. So I do have break.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I could do an advancing slash and do the break. So let's just do that then. All right, so am I behind it? I am.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's almost like we planned it. So advancing slash, I'm not going to take the bonus movement. and I can draw an extra card if I play backstep this turn. I have one on my standard board, but it wasn't this turn. So I only have one damage card, but that's all I need, because the important thing is to break the tail. So what happens here is we break the tail, all the rage tokens come off, then all the break tokens come off. Okay, so you can keep breaking tail again. All right, so it's no longer enraged in terms of the rage tokens. I did do 1 more damage to it as well, so we're down to 27 health. Okay, so that's useful. I think then I'm just going to end my turn because it's not going to come after me anyway. There's no point in moving. Do I? Yeah, that's it. So time card, unbridled.
What was it? What is it?
Unbridled Fury. This is we draw this now.
No.
Yeah.
Place 2 rage tokens on Rajang's physiology card.
Oh, come on.
Okay, it's not. It doesn't mean he's not back in his enraged state yet, but he's now halfway there immediately. Fantastic. Okay.
I feel like we just spent the last few turns getting him not quite as pissed off as well.
Yeah, probably just about. All right, so so the rest of my stuff, I'm going to discard 2 face down cards from my stamina board because I can. That all slides down. I am going to keep these 2 because they're great and draw back up. And then that flips face down. And then the monster is going to go.
There's a lightning beam.
There is a lightning beam. So he's going to turn to face. He's going to turn to face the target, which is going to be Jesse. It's going to step 2 to the left. So 1, turn to face. 2, turn to face.
That makes it harder to hit the tail.
That might be a problem.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with dying right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I want to whetstone.
He's come to terms.
Yeah.
I've thought about this. It's okay.
Strategical death.
All right. Okay. So it's turned around. It's facing both of you, and it's going to hit you both at dodge 5 for 10 thunder damage.
Yeah.
So
I'm letting it happen.
You're just gone.
I'm letting it happen.
You're just gone. You're out.
I'm going to have to place 3 cards down in my timeline to avoid this.
Yes, but there is. If you want this to help, that's an extra dodge point.
So I could place 2, and then I'd have 1 spot left.
It feels
They're 2 each.
that feels worth it to me.
Okay.
Although we could save this for like someone might go, but they need that one more to stay alive. That might be useful.
I don't
for
know
us.
how often that happens.
True.
I'll play 3 down.
Sure.
I don't mind.
All right.
Let's save that just in case.
Okay.
So that means the next time you take your turn, you're not going to be able to do anything because you'll be full.
That's one perspective.
It is. That's the perspective I'm currently presenting.
Yeah.
Is that in line with the facts?
Anything is a very maybe harsh word.
That's a no.
Okay.
That's definitely a no.
I'll be able to move once for free.
There you go. Hey, there you go.
I'll be able to contemplate the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
It's true.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that if you're fighting.
I couldn't.
No.
I couldn't do that if I was fighting.
So, you give me a new way to look at things, and I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yes, I'll be completely useless next turn.
For all that. Okay.
But
cool.
how useful have I been except for 1 turn anyway?
Do you have?
How useful were you
we
in
might-
that turn, though?
We might actually have to use this. You're in deep snow right now.
Oh,
I did
every card is
choose.
one.
I did choose
Yeah,
to
yeah.
stand there.
So all of the cards you played were 1 less agility. They were all 2s.
Well, yeah, that's not
So
going
they're
to
all
work.
1s.
That's not going to work at all.
And this is only 1 extra. Can you actually dodge it at all?
Oh no.
Okay, so you're gone as well.
Oh, so you're both dead.
You're gone.
Huh, okay.
Excellent. Okay, so
Great.
just
How many respawns do we have?
we've used them. So the
Yeah.
next person to person to faint, we lose.
Yeah. I did confidently
So
say I could
we
dodge.
were on top of this until right then.
I still couldn't have gone or moved or done anything different.
Sure.
So my
Okay.
confidence didn't change play.
Cool. Well, it's got 27 health left. It's not impossible. We just can't have any more faints.
Okay,
So with that in mind,
He's
I would like to go
dying.
next and go after Blaze of Glory.
Oh no!
I actually can dodge it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't get
Well-
this whetstone thing, which is the issue.
Okay, but if you don't dodge it, we lose.
Okay, hang on. We might be able to do this.
Well,
We might be able to do this possibly. So can we do 27 damage between the 2 of you? It's unlikely, but possible because we can. So it's gonna take. We're gonna get 2 player turns. We can add in a third, so 3 of us get to go, and we can just make you the last person to go.
Sure.
So it's like
Holy
we
cow.
take it in 3 turns, or we're out.
okay.
That's as best as we can do.
Okay, I do have big damage on my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need to go. In fact, I actually can't go until after you. So it is just 2 turns.
Okay, so I am.
It's a big ask.
So
it's
I
not
am dying.
impossible.
So
I am dying.
Well, then
You
isn't,
are?
well,
Okay.
then wouldn't it be a better
Okay.
situation for you to dodge and not die?
But then I don't refresh this.
True.
The problem is that if we allow this to happen, Shea is definitely going to go down because of the poison. So that's an that's a feint that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate to make it so that your turn is
Yeah.
nothing, but
Could
like
you have dodged that attack?
Yeah, because I have this, right? So it's 4, then I can add 2 to it.
So the dodge value is up here.
Oh, okay. Then I cannot.
oh, cool.
Yeah, then I cannot.
Cool. Right. So we're right back where we were before. So we're looking for. Is it possible?
I cannot dodge it because I only have one slot.
So what can you do with your turn then if you come back now?
Okay, so this goes back. I have how many cards? Is it 2 cards?
2.
Okay, so I would jumping slash. Oh no, that in my turn. Well, I just two charge slash.
Start of your turn, that would get discarded.
Yeah,
you only
exactly.
got one space.
Yeah, one space. So this is 4 flips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a decent amount of damage.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Okay.
So you'd come back here. There's one
Okay, so
starting
we
notes.
lose the whetstone. This shuffles.
You can get into its front arc to hit it in the head, which is its lowest damage. You didn't draw your clutch claw, did you by any chance?
I do have it.
That's
Oh,
good.
perfect.
So
Okay,
less,
yeah.
so less armor.
Even better. Okay, so
So you discard the card,
it discards when I use it. Okay.
and
Do
then
all 3 of you have clutch
So
cards
move
in your
three.
hand?
I have a clutch
Never
claw.
seen a clutch card in my life.
So it's still in there. I have a clutch claw, but I can't take a turn.
I
So what
appreciate
happens
the
is when
offer,
you do,
but I'm actually really happy with the 2 cards I'm about to play.
so when you discard the clutch claw
Yeah,
card,
use the bottom.
you choose the
So
monster.
move 3.
You
I have to
there.
move 3. Oh.
Until you're as close to it. So you could go into its head.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
fine.
Back where it was.
Okay, so then I choose.
Choose one body part of the arc you're within.
The head.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I flip this and reduce it by that much.
Yes. So it's
Okay,
armor,
so it
it's
drops
armor
to
0
0.
for the
Okay.
rest of your turn.
And now I have a huge
Okay.
stack.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so true charge slash.
Yes. So it's just true damage. So this is as hard as you
Okay.
can possibly hit it.
Let's go. 2, 3,
5, 8,
8.
Yes.
11. Okay. So
Nice.
that's
Oh
a good
my!
win.
Okay.
So we're down to 16. Okay.
Here's
so
the thing, I
it's
was
on
joking
27.
before, but
8 each.
But
Yeah, great sword, right?
great.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So then.
Then that is my turn, because that
okay.
ends my turn.
So then we
It was a very good turn.
flip this
Yeah.
over. So let's just discard the card. Keep going.
Alright.
So then you
Okay.
just do the rest of your
Okay.
turn.
Well,
Can you?
thing.
16's a big ask.
16's a big ask. I'm going to do a Blaze of Glory, and
Okay.
we're not going to get there, but we're going to get close.
Okay.
I'm going to start by feinting. Just dodge and weave. Just because, you know,
Oh,
you
you
got
don't mean
to...
just passing out?
No, I'll do that later.
We're gonna start by.
We'll
You're
get there.
feeling the berries.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You're definitely.
And then, you know what? I'm going to take my arrow and just scrape all the poison off of me. Put another poison
The
coating.
foam coming out of your mouth that's
Yeah,
on
exactly.
your chest now. Good. Yep. Great.
And then I'm going to throw down an icicle thing. So I do need to move, so I'll have moved there.
Just a tip.
If you
Oh, yeah.
front arc, if you can.
Yeah.
Icebergs are not a good place to stand either.
It doesn't matter, though. So, with my poison coating, I'm going to get an extra damage on this icicle shot. Also, for my Biomail, with an ice attack, whenever I'm playing an ice elemental attack card, I draw an extra card. This is important, so I'm drawing 3 cards with this.
Yes.
Because when I play this attack card, for each card that I draw, I can discard an additional card from my damage deck to add +1 to my damage results.
Correct.
So, I'm going to do that. Also, this is getting a poison and a break.
Yes. So the breaks is.
Break doesn't matter because it's head.
But it's, you have poisoned it. So if Rajang got to go again, which it would take 2 poison and damage on its turn as well.
Right. So, 3.
It takes 2 poison damage?
At the end of its next
So
turn.
if we get it down,
We're
to
not-
2
we're not-
health left. No, listen, hear me out. He still technically dies.
Yeah.
We might
He goes
lose.
down with us.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So these are the 3 cards for my damage, and then I'll discard 3 more to get +1 each.
Yep.
If you can't win, change the
2,
objectives.
3, 5,
5.
8
So
damage,
that's good.
which is half of what we were looking
It's got 2 armor, so
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
So it's got 10 health left. Now you also did an ice elemental
Yes.
token, so that goes straight onto here. It's 1 resistance to ice, so you've immediately done elemental damage.
Oh.
So you've just done another 1. It could have been a 4, but
So
it was
9
it's
health
down to
left.
9. We're in single digits.
And a poison on it.
Yes, so it's also poison.
It's also poisoned.
Okay.
And now we can play 2 cards.
You can play 2 cards. Yes.
Cool, so I'm done. And I think as my last action, I'm going to die.
So
we go down to 0 health.
We got it down to 9. If it had taken another turn, it got down to 7. So we are so close to taking it down.
Yeah.
So close.
We didn't have a third action, a third turn?
Oh.
The reason why is because
the only one.
Shay had to go next. We had a third turn we can take.
Oh, you had to go
But
next.
Shay had to go next.
Okay.
So I think if we'd had a slightly different
Well,
activation order,
let's
or
just
either one of us
say
were ready.
You could have gone. Could you have got there?
I could have-
I don't
if I
think
could
I
have
could have
gone-
done. I could have done the 9.
Where was my hand of cards? I put it down before. If I could have gone. Could I do? So I could do. I'd have to do 7 or 9 damage. I have a clutch claw, which is a good start.
Yeah.
So I play the clutch claw. No, I can't because my damage deck's empty.
So I could have. I would have had 2 ice
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I could have gone, but I only have 2 damage cards.
Sure.
So that would have been,
So for one attack
Maybe-
or two? So 2 individual damage.
so maybe 2 damage.
Would you have done 6 total?
Okay.
7, 8 total. So with the poison, you'd have got it.
Close enough that
Yeah.
all right.
So we were this
That
close.
one-
I like that
turn
I like
away,
that we're
yeah.
right on the edge. Though.
Yeah.
No, I kind of like losing co-op games. I don't know. Is it just me?
I get you.
Do you like
Yeah.
it better than winning co-op games?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I like
Then yes, it
losing
is
and then
just you,
eventually
but-
winning.
Yeah.
Eventually
We
winning.
lost as a team.
Yeah.
If it's the
I like
first
it.
time playing, or if I'm fighting something like this is the core box boss, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
We shouldn't just walk through the park.
Absolutely.
In fact, if we did, I would have at the end of this video turned to you and said, just for the audience, just raise it up a little bit. Like by the time they get this game, add in a little bit more meanness.
Yeah.
This was great. It felt balanced, like all the other Monster Hunter bosses that I fought so far from the first set, which is something that I really enjoy. It felt different, which is something that I really enjoy as well. But on top of that, I think most games we have from this point on would continue to be right on this edge of a couple
Difficulty.
turns away from winning or a couple turns away from losing. It comes down to
Yeah.
some core decisions.
It's certainly the intention of the game is that when you've won, you feel like you've earned it. Like it's taken you some effort and some skill to get there. And then when you lose, you're like, oh, I see how I could have won if I'd done things slightly differently, or if
Yeah.
things had gone slightly differently.
I don't feel like he cheated us.
No.
I do feel like I shouldn't have stood in an iceberg.
That was at that particular moment. That was just the wrong moment to do it. That was all. Any other time, he'd have been fine. But he was like, "Okay, I'm having you." All right, but no, cool.
Yeah, I felt like I was very irresponsible with this sharpening thing, so that's something I really got to keep track of.
I mean, I was literally about to say I could do damage and then hit it
Yeah,
with a blunt
yeah.
weapon,
Yeah,
which is
tricky, yeah.
something I also did in the Monster Hunter World playthrough when we did this the first time around for the Kickstarter. So it's a good thing I didn't replay that one.
And I'm assuming in the campaign, like you can make this deck bigger and like make it better.
Yeah, so each time you upgrade your weapon, it will tell you what new attack cards to shuffle into your deck. It will also give you a totally new damage
That's
deck.
right, okay.
Sometimes with
Yeah.
more cards in it. So there are some weapons that can get all the way up to like 14 to 16 cards, which is meant to be like a higher level of sharpness. Your weapon is more resistant to being made blunt, basically.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, I realized my greatsword doesn't have any ones, so I'm always hitting hard.
Exactly. You're always hitting pretty hard. So like clutch claws on you particularly, you can
Yeah,
do
yeah.
massive burst damage when you're ready to do it.
One of the things that I really like that I've been mentioning this whole week, or not this whole week, I suppose yesterday. We've been here.
Feels
for,
like a
We've been
week.
here for a day. No, but I
trapped here.
actually started playing the core box about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and one of the things that I've continually went back to from that is that instead of this being necessitating a campaign for me to carry a character up to the stage that we're at now, it allows us to actually build and play just like they've seen us play here against this boss at this stage of the game, which is sort of like a mid to end stage of the game. When it comes to the levels, without needing to go through another 10 or 15 hours to get to this climactic moment.
Correct, yeah.
So if we wanted to reset and play again, and even do some different character builds or swap out some gear, that's a way that the rulebook sets up a game that allows you to do that.
Yep, so that's called Arena Quests. So that is, like you said, if you haven't got time for a full campaign, you pick any monster you want in the game at any difficulty level, and it'll have any combination of hunters, and the game will tell you what equipment to wear, and you'll have a reasonably balanced game that you've got a good chance of winning. That's exactly what this equipment layout is here.
As far as our game group, we've played some of the starting characters through getting resources, going out on quests specifically to level up as we've played in the campaign mode, and then some of the bigger bosses just to prepare for them. When we only had a couple hours on an evening and we weren't playing with our core group, we pulled them out, grabbed some decks of cards, play through them, learn the creature a little bit, and then with the campaign, we know a little bit more when we arrive there.
Yep,
So
for sure. All right, well, sorry, was there anything you wanted to add? Shay?
It's good. It's a good game. No, I was actually.
Sorry, I thought I interrupted you.
I know.
apologize.
I actually was going to say though that I really like the different distributions of damage cards for different weapons. It's like you are reliable, but you're never going to do huge damage.
Nope.
Right.
I occasionally can do big damage. I'm occasionally not going to do some big damage, and mostly I'm in the middle.
Yep.
Whereas you got like
Massive
just heavy
attacks.
hitters.
But it's harder for him to get into position to hit, and you
Exactly,
saw
yeah.
his weapon got less sharp than ours. Like mine
Yeah.
pretty much had an edge the entire game. However, I was never doing a ton.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be the tank. I just got unlucky and didn't draw my guard cards. So this is what this particular weapon is. This would have seen different guard cards to the one you would have played with in the previous demo. So with persistent guard, this is a card that's shuffled into the deck because of the icicle spike weapon I've got, where I can actually discard cards at the end of my turn instead of this one to keep it there on my stamina board. So I can have this being there for multiple turns at a time.
That's cool.
If I can just get it out of the deck into my hand. So if I need to
that's
find a
cool.
mechanic search way, get it out. But yeah, cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for helping us. I have a lot of questions. I always keep asking you, pestering you.
No problem at all. No problem
Hey,
at all.
this has been a Quackalope gameplay. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah. This has been a Shelfside review.
This was an RTFM teaching video, so.
thank you for watching this official Steamforged Games playthrough of Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.